Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me. And you will all my
Such quietude is a blessing. Hubris is man's worst enemy.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible. I only pray my watch finishes without incident. My days were so...
What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the...
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me. I only pray my watch finishes without incident. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Still waiting on that report.
I'll have to remember this place.
Quiet at last.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
It is our duty.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
If we've the item in hand, we all...
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Backbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
This is where I come when life gets
Quite the predicament.
overwhelming.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Good, we're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this.
Azus. Now there's a name to remember.
As a reward for Your Majesty's efforts, you will of course require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that Your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Right, just follow me.
No shame in living life for its
Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Did it pertain to the Queen? Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
I don't tell half as many lies as myself.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
Not a care in the
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Might we not take an ox cart, Arisen? Even if 'tisn't bound for our destination, we can always make a stopover near.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
You can doze off if you like, Arisen. I'll keep watch for you till we reach our destination.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
This is bad.
I hope the cart didn't rock over much. We were beset by monsters at one point, but I tried to keep it steady.
What to make of this?
I'll not stand for this. That damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. Then you will share my destiny.
My hope cannot be Pray, lend me your aid.
Do not waste this
hardly believe it. The beast is slain? Then you truly are the Arisen. Incredible. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
You managed to repel the dragon, but what will become of Melv?
Perhaps we ought to stop by the village again in the near future. See how it's getting on.
Whoa!
Aye. Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. Aye, for so long as we are united in our resolve to slay the dragon, you shall have my... I see it in your eyes. You are ready to learn. And so I shall teach you a technique. Use it well.
Time to get back to work.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt we would have pulled through if not for you. We're...
Feels eerie with no one about.
Forgive me, but...
Aye. Aye. For so long as we are united in our resolve to slay...
Time to be heading home. I'd not say no.
I'd best sweep and dust before I open.
Got to work
Chance
to
to
run
put
to
my
put bread
feet
on the
up is
table.
as welcome as fine ale.
Always another errand to see to.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Well met, sir. I'm nodding off where I stand. Wish I didn't have to work to run the bread.
Oh dear.
I only work when I fancy.
Breakstone shards are treasures to be prized. Though only when made whole can they work their magic.
We must take care.
We're... saved.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Good to see everyone.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once. Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement. At least here I can let down my hair.
I always say,
Grant us
welcome.
thanks.
It's just another day. Same as the one.
My head will... Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your... breath. Try to keep up.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
Good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet not only has the dragon been allowed to devastate the village, but in the wake of its attack, you dared to submit what are clearly false reports of having felled the beast. None save the Sovereign can fell the dragon. Perchance you mistook an overgrown wyvern for the bringer of calamity. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
Welcome as fine ale.
You'd best watch yourself.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Hope to see you again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Field of battle is what to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
Is as you say. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm. When charged, be sure to avoid open flame.
The moment I've been waiting for.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We'll have to make our way over to it.
Come to think of it, some master... Let's rearrange the... Party at the drop of a hat. One such a after only half a day of service.
There are worse...
Our adventure continues.
How I've looked...
That took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
It is quiet for that.
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Mal. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them, but I swear to return as soon as I can.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
'Tis a nice place. My name shan't be cleared till the dragon is found. I intend to stay in this village and investigate the dragon's whereabouts.
Oh, I can't complain.
Time to be heading off.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel
Sir Leonard will be very glad to know that Sir Ulrika is safe. We ought to bring him these tidings post-haste. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Here already, are we?
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
It is good to know that Ulrika is safe. I only wish I could do more. Still, mayhap I can find some way to aid her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. It is good to know that Ulrika...
It is a nice place. My name shan't be cleared till the dragon is... I intend to stay in this village and investigate the dragon's whereabouts.
Take it easy.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this.
Could have sworn I'd ought to attend to.
Well met, I find any turncoats.
Well met, sir. Rasty again. Fine wares all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, this mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee, be cautious. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
This is a conundrum. Horns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
Welcome. Well met.
suppose I can visit someplace new.
I bought time when I know how to spend it.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me. Might you be looking to enlist?
Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like.
For a moment there.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
First, assess the field, then act accordingly.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulder. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? But why? Here I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. Oh, very. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Everyone's just... Seems right.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some...
Ah, our errand is nearly done. And not a moment too soon.
We'd best see to it post-haste, ere we forget.
I suppose 'tis so?
I'd sooner stay out.
Are you trying to provoke me?
I cannot condone this. Oh, Mesa. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Are you trying to provoke me?
Oh, Metza. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. I pray it all comes good in the end.
Times are hard. Barely scrape.
Here at last.
I've got to. Oh, Metza. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. Time to head.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it. For I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deesa's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? What's this? The Palace of Vermund is sending brass to an individual by the name of Dara. And brass is code for imitating someone, you say? I wonder. 'Tis not unheard of for a member of the court to employ a decoy, a look-alike, to confuse assassins and their ilk. Though in our case, 'twould seem far more likely that this Darrow fellow is none other than Arthur, the false sovereign. As I am certain your Majesty has already you have done well. I believe we can call this investigation a resounding success.
Is an unwelcome feeling, this? As though we're being made to dance upon some unseen...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so. Very well. Pray inform... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...